woke up this morning and I prayed to the Most High. The sun is shining so bright. I'm blessed to live this life. Yahawashi, blessed be Yahawah, blessed be Yahawashi.
Shalawam.
Shalawam, y'all.
Please excuse us for our tardiness.
Yes. Please excuse us.
Forgive us.
Shalawam.
Most High Will and Sisters doing well through the Spirit.
Yes.
How are y'all feeling? Ooh, 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 ooh.
Hope everybody doing good. You know, Lily, she had called and she said, we gotta get started because Sister's finna start asking where we at.
And sure enough, for Sister Texas talking about where are y'all in Canada?
Me too.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. But welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey. This is where the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey. Welcome to the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey. Because this is where the Helpmeets Hangout. Hey. And this is where we
hang out, and this is where we be at, and this is where we pull out the Bible and the precepts. Hey, she said she was about to make a phone call. Sorry,
okay.
y'all.
Listen, those sisters don't be playing. They said be on time. Why is Jake always late? I don't know why we always late, y'all.
We're gonna do better for real, Lord. We're gonna do better.
We're gonna be more intentional, okay?
Because we're striving to be more intentional.
Very much. Okay.
Very much so.
But all praise to the Most High.
Kind of praise to the Most High. Sister says she's doing good. Wait, before we get all into the nitty gritty, having fun and whatnot, let's get the foundational precept real quick.
The what? Foundation. Yeah.
See, y'all. See, when I first said that, she was hating, but look at her now.
I was not hating. I just was like, why would she say that?
Yes, you were hating.
Oh, okay.
1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of Yahawah. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which Yahawah giveth, that Yahawah in all things will be glorified through Yahawah HaMashiach, to whom be praised the men forever and ever. Amen. So we want to speak the oracles of the Most High, with everything we do and say. We want to glorify Yahawah because we're only able to do it because of the ability that the Most High gives us. So, come on, all praises.
All praises.
All praises.
Most High Will and Sisters are doing well through the Spirit, enjoying these high holy days. If you're doing tabernacles, Most High Willing, y'all had a good Sabbath yesterday. You know, if you observed the Sabbath on, Saturday. And
y'all still keeping when y'all last day of tabernacles?
Is it next Thursday, I think, or next Wednesday? One of those days.
This upcoming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All praises. So y'all still in feast mode. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
All praises. I appreciated how busy October was with all the feast days because, I had a few days off work due to them being Sabbaths. And now, we got a little period of just breaks and just at the moment, just new moons coming up until and stuff. I was like, dang, now I'm going to have full 5 workday weeks. I appreciate those Sabbath day, feast days being throughout.
Oh, now you about to get ready for dedication. Dedication. It's in the wintertime. I love tabernacles, feast of dedication, like all the long feasts. I love those,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for dedications because it's going to be 8 days long.
Why do Jake always got to put an S on everything? Walmart's, dedications.
Who said Walmart's?
That's how Jake talk. All these, it's all D. Walmart. Dedication. You said dedications.
Yes, I hate when people say mines. That bugs me. It's not mines, bro. It's mine.
Come on. You ready?
I am
But,
somewhat. Oh, there it go. Mine's. Oh yes, I can see the chat now. Ooh, I feel so included.
Ain't you wasn't you always able to see the chat?
Yeah, but it was on. I had clicked on the other side that said private chat, but not
Oh,
on it. Yes.
she feeling included.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one. Y'all, hold on.
It's gonna be a good
Did you-
one.
Hold on.
She's gonna go get her eggs.
I'm hungry.
She's gonna go get her eggs. So y'all stuck with me. Yeah, Lord, only y'all doing what through the spirit. All has been well this way. You know, just been chilling, trying to take it day by day. You know what I mean? But this gonna be a good one. I'm excited about this one. I'm really excited about this one because I was talking to Lily. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the questions to give y'all something to think about, and then we're gonna kind of dive into it a little bit later. But I was talking to Lily. I texted her last week, and I was like, I just asking her. I was like, because it's something that I've seen that's like becoming normal that shouldn't be normal is like, you know, abuse in relationships. And I was thinking, and I was just, and I'm not in no way justifying abuse at all, but I was thinking, just trying to just pick one another's brain, like, why do women stay with men that they know aren't good for them, abusive men, and then, you know, they end up dead, unfortunately. It's so many women that end up dead in abusive relationships, and it's sad. But like I was asking Lily, I was like, but they see red flags before then. It's not like he just come out and do something crazy. Like, they see all the red flags because he showed them, you know, most of the time. And I be into those crime shows, so I've seen a lot of it. And I, you know, just even seeing the news a lot of the times, and even just knowing people that have been in situations like that. But, you know, usually 9 times out of 10, the man, he shows these red flags. He say stuff like, I'm gonna kill you, or, you know, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, unfortunately, women end up, you know, dead in those situations. And so, like I was asking Lily, why do women stay with men that they know are crazy? And why do women stay with men that they know, you know, aren't good for them? And it kind of just made us think about tying into self-worth, because sometimes women be knowing better, but, you know, the self-worth is just probably not there. So I wanted to know what y'all thought about it. And my husband, I asked my husband when I asked Lily, and he was like, well, you know, he was telling me his perspective was, you know, wicked woman is giving it to a wicked man. So if he crazy, she crazy too, and she be liking it. And I was,
People do like that toxic. They be like, oh, I'm so toxic. Like, what?
They be, and you
I
know,
think that's
like,
crazy.
You know, some women, they unfortunately, like, they like that slash and tire behavior, and oh, I'm gonna show him what crazy is, throwing bricks in the car window. So I don't know. I just want to know what y'all
Put sugar in the gas tank.
That's crazy.
Child. But no, I was thinking, you know, certain cases, some people be feeling like they don't have nowhere else to go, or like you was saying, like the self-worth, like, oh, well, nobody else is gonna love me and things like that. And did you read the definition for self-worth already?
Let me do that. But yeah, drop in the chat what y'all think.
Because this is a sister to sister talk today, for real. Okay.
All right, so self-worth, it means is a person's internal sense of being good enough and deserving of love and respect from others. It's a feeling of confidence in one's own value as a human being. Synonyms of self-worth include self-esteem, dignity, self-regard, self-respect. And they said pride, but we know we're not supposed to be prideful. And so to me, I feel like to me, that looks like loving yourself, appreciating yourself, and knowing what you deserve, and not settling for less. And that doesn't just go for like relationships, just not settling for less in life in general, like taking care of yourself because you know you're supposed to be doing better. And I guess for me, I kind of thought like knowing that you're a daughter of the Most High, so knowing that there are some things that you cannot settle for because you're better than that. We're holy people, set apart people. But the sister said, I think a lot of times it comes from broken women who grew up without fathers. Oftentimes they have low self-worth and self-value because that's not something they grew up with. They tend to cling to whatever feels like love, even if it's unhealthy kind. I think that's a big one. Definitely.
Oh, that's a part of the curses.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. And something that I think a lot of women do that don't have fathers, or even if they do have fathers and their fathers are not active in their lives, they get with men that resemble the behavior of their fathers, whether they know it or not. And they wonder why they're in this. And that's why it's so important to, know, because a lot of the things we went through as children, that affects us today. And so a lot of times we're not sure why we're in these constant cycles of toxic men and emotionally immature men, but it's because that's just what you're used to. You don't even realize it. And so you kind of got to get out of that. She said a lot of times women and men grew up seeing this type of behavior and subconsciously think it's normal. It's possibly how they seen their mom deal with conflict and are going through such abuse. So that's what they resort to.
And I know a lot of parents like do as I say, but honestly speaking, is easier to do what you see than to do what somebody tells you to do. Or it'll be like, well, how come because you were doing X, Y, and Z, how you gonna tell me to, be a different kind of way.
So it can also be because of their relationships with their mothers. My abandonment and neglect issues with my mother translated into my relationships with men, even though I had a present father. So I think a lot of that stuff definitely goes back to childhood. And I also wanted to read something. Oh my goodness, Bella. Child, y'all gotta excuse her. She grabbing for everything now. Everything. But the reason why I thought about this is because I came across this this news story like 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks ago. I came across this news story really a week ago. About a week ago. If you know, you know. And it said this woman who lived in Princeton, Texas, which is crazy because I actually know where that is. But she lived there and she ended up getting killed by her ex-boyfriend. And I had clicked on the video, the news channel story, and I listened to it and I watched it and I read up on the story. And something that her daughter said was, I believe she stuck next to him because of his financial situation. He took us on a lot of trips. I believe he paid my mother's bills and he did a lot for me and my sister. I think that plays a part in why she kept going back to Ryan. Demaya shared, I think he did more than break her things. I think he physically abused her once or twice, but I never saw. And so I just thought that was kind of interesting because, her daughter, probably, I think she was about 12. She even said that she believed that her mama kept going back to him because, what he was doing for her financially. And so I think a lot of women in the world, they stick around and they keep going back to someone they know isn't good for them because, what they're able to do for them. And it's what they're just comfortable with. It's kind of like the sister Lily was saying, well, I don't feeling like they don't got nowhere else to go. It's like, okay, well, at least, I got it good over here. At least my bills paid. At least I'm able to have fun and live this lavish life. But that's why the materialistic things don't matter. But
I've even, and as crazy as what I'm about to say sounds, I've even heard people say, I would rather cry and be in a Lamborghini than to, I guess, be like broke or I guess like in a lower model car and crying or whatever. So they kind of like sometimes try to justify like, oh, well, at least I'm living this lavish style and being taken care of in that manner, even if I'm not being treated correctly. But um, I really think knowing your self worth, it helps to exactly. I would rather not cry at all. Period. I think
Right.
knowing your self worth helps to instill a sense of clarity and confidence because it protects you. It helps you not be in certain situations, and I think it's really important to talk about this, especially with younger sisters, and just to help them and guide them, direct them in a way where um, they won't be susceptible to fall prey to people that go around and literally prey on sisters that they know have low self-worth or low self-esteem, you know. So just instead having that sense of self-worth, it can ultimately, you know, help you not be in certain situations or predicaments. But
I agree. She said these type of people value materialistic things over their peace of mind. I think these type of people seek external validation from others and even social media, so they make certain sacrifices. Kind, I agree. These are a lot of great answers. The water for the perspectives and sharing y'all thoughts with us. We appreciate it. Um, look, it's a sister chat. We want to sacrifice to receive the validation and our attention to kind.
mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it is because they didn't have that validate. They might have didn't have that. Like they might have not felt seen growing up. So now they feel like, okay, well, I gotta be seen now. I gotta let people know that I'm on my grind and I'm on my shiz naive and I'm living good. You know, but it's like
It's all,
we don't have a point to prove. The mental
well,
health.
society will tell you otherwise. I feel like society will tell you otherwise. Society and stuff on social media, like people going viral and things like that. I feel like it kind of it kind of makes self worth not one of those things that is, I guess, thought about or talked about much, because you're more so, like the sister said, you are thinking about the external things and validation and other things instead of um, risking, or, well, I would say risking yourself. I don't know how to put it, but like how I was saying, like your self worth will help you not be in situations where as though you could be harmed or things like that. People aren't worried about their safety as much. They're just worried about what can I get, what can I gain from this, and how quick can I do it. You know what I mean?
Calm. So I think it depends. A struggling mother, it can be hard. I can see how you would never want to go back to this life. Not that she should have stayed, but this is hard. It may be more survival than materialism. That's why we have to be stronger mentally, calm, on survival mode. Trying to make ends meet for your children, calm. I can see that. That's why most important. We got to come back to these laws, such as commandments, and lean on the Most
Um,
High, heal, and
I think most definitely that could be a possibility. And then again, like I was saying, like some people feel like they just aren't worthy for more. You know, they all they know is that this is how their life has been, and this is, like the sister said, this is what I have to do in order to survive. You know, sometimes when your mind is on that one track path, it's not like you're not thinking of other options. You're like, okay, this is what I know to do, this is what I'm going to stick to, and I'm gonna ride this thing out however long it take me. And if an opportunity come past for me to do something else, then okay. But a lot of times I don't think um, the mindset is to outsource, you know, because it might be fearful on, what could go wrong. I actually have been watching this show called Reasonable Doubt on Hulu, and it literally just went over like this, what we're talking about. And the lady, unfortunately, she ended up killing her husband because I don't want to get a show away, but her husband ended up dying. And yes, girl, that show good. That show is
You
so
said it's
good.
got reasonable doubt.
It's called Reasonable Doubt. And the lady, she's a lawyer, but her friend ended up getting into a situation where the husband was putting his hands on her, and she had ended up staying like all these years. They end up still having kids and all of that, forgiving him, trying to work it out, and just wanting to save her marriage. And so it really gave me kind of more of an inside. Yes, girl. Yes, Lord. Yes. Yes, but it kind of gave me more of an insight of the mindset of what we're talking about today, which is actually, really convenient. But she was going through a lot, and survival mode is definitely one of those things. And especially, she gave up a lot because before she met her husband, like she was like her own boss. I would just say she was an entrepreneur, and she had a lot going for herself. And then, once she got married, and you have the sacrifices of marriage and all these other things, it just was like, now he's taking care of everything. And so he would threaten her to be like, oh, if you leave, you ain't gonna have nothing. I'm gonna make sure that you don't have anything, and da da da. And plus kids involved and all of those type of things. So it's a lot of different affect one's self-worth, or how you view your self-worth, not your actual self-worth, but how you view your self-worth, because it ended up being somebody else that, just poured into her to tell her self-worth, that helped her, want to get her stuff together to try to remove herself out of the home, her and her children. But
And she killed her husband? You killed her husband?
Somebody else want to watch it.
Girl, you already said it.
I said he died. He did.
No, you said you said she killed her husband. Then you say he died.
Right, because that's how it's presented. It's presented that she killed her husband, but I can't tell you, like, I can, but I don't want to ruin it for somebody else. Like, I want y'all to be able to watch it.
Okay.
Don't listen. What you want to be, a Yahawah or Sierra today? Because don't do that. Like don't tell me I'm not. But Con, it was a good show. But I definitely think understanding and knowing your self-worth, like I said before, a few times before, it's a defense. It gives you wisdom. It helps you know how to navigate, know how to set. She did not kill that man. Oops. Now I'm not talking to y'all no more.
See,
child. Anyway, I'm about to stay out with the comments.
It don't bother me because I be Googling what's gonna happen in shows anyways.
Okay. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Anyway, I forgot what I was about to say.
Do y'all think that, like, in the world when we dressed when we act promiscuously, well, if y'all were acting, how do I word it? When we were in the world doing things we shouldn't have been doing, like dressing provocatively and doing provocative things and having promiscuous behavior, do y'all think that was a product of not knowing our self-worth, like for y'all personally? Because I guess some will probably say, well, it's just me dressing. How does that have to do with how I view myself? So what's y'all thoughts on that? I really need to stop doing that. I really do. It's a bad habit.
I don't be caring if people tell me, because it's not like I saw it anyway. But
I mean, I don't. I really don't do it that much. I really don't do it that much. I really just do it like when it's like really a cliffhanger and I'm really like on the edge of my seat, and then I'd be like, oh. But it's such a bad habit that I do it on accident. Like, say for instance, somebody gets shot in the show, I'd be like, and they don't show who, and then I'd be like, who shot who, and then it'll tell me, oh, it was a fake death. She ended up coming back, and I'm like, I didn't want to know all that. So it's like I gotta stop doing that because I be finding out stuff that I shouldn't be finding out. Then I get extra surprised. Oh dang! I be ruining for myself, child.
But to answer your question, I do think that is lack of understanding your self-worth. Back to the show one more time. The daughter, she was about to walk out the house, but she had like this little crop top shirt on. And then she had like the little crop top hoodie on. But the way she was standing made it like right at the top of her, like her pants. So, but her mom was, I mean, her dad was like, raise your hands up so I could see what you got on, what you got on. And that kind of remind me of what your question is, because like it goes back to what we were saying, like not having, some people may not have like the dad in the home to make you realize like, no, that's not how a young lady should be or should be dressing or what she should be doing or things like that. You know what I mean? And without that guidance and correction, like I feel like a lot of us in the world, well, no, I don't feel like, I know a lot of us was lost. We were lost. You know, we didn't have any understanding. We lacked the understanding. And then a lot of us were so ignorant that we just did not care. You know, a lot of us, you can't tell me what to do, or, you know what I mean? So I think not having that guidance, that parental shield is definitely what provides space for us not to be able to know, you know, hey, you doing your self-worth.
But even for some of us, might that did have both parents in the home physically, but you know, maybe not mentally and emotionally, like, you know, being able to kind of do whatever you wanted to do and kind of wear whatever you wanted to wear, and your parents didn't say nothing about it, you know. So definitely that lack of guidance. And I agree with this right here. I would say the same for me personally, just kind of seeking that social validation, you know, wanting to seem cool and fit in and, you know, be somebody. Oh, she said for her personally, she don't think it was rooted in childhood, but she do think that she sought that social media validation with the hard eyes and emojis kind. Because when you look at people in a, just, I mean, any social media post, it's just gonna be comments and likes. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna comment and like on it, especially how you shouldn't be. So then you got people reposting it, and it makes you feel good. Yeah.
Because even now, girl, my mama, you know, like on TikTok, you can comment. She be like, girl, they still over there liking my little post. They still liking my comment. So I just be like, even something small like a comment and getting likes, you know, it's definitely a thing. Because I'm like, okay. Like they just like,
yes, that's a spirit. I was just gonna say that it's that dopamine. You know, you feel good and releases those chemicals, and then in order for us to feel good again about that, I think, you know, I think it's all related to something like that, because you know the dopamine is the happy hormone, it's the happy chemical, and like when you do something that triggers it, it releases it, and then you feel good. And so you want to feel like that again. So you do what you did before to feel like that again. Now you're in this constant cycle because it was like, oh, you know, that's what you're used to. That's what you're used to making you feel good. And so, you know, you kind of stay with it. Said I always had an unhealthy desire to be wanted and loved. So I lived off the validation of men, even though it was a good intention.
That's deep. That's definitely deep. I think You know, a lot of us don't really even think about that. That's why I'm not on social media now. It was getting to be too much on my mental. Dopamine was turning me into a crackhead. Period. And that's honey. That is why I don't have. That's why I don't have my personal social media. Mm-hmm. It. I don't know. Ari Lennox posted something. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Ari Lennox posted something about just how social media make you feel. I always have felt like social media got spirits on there. Like I just always, it's like a big spirit, and I couldn't I couldn't explain. I still really can't explain what I mean, but it make you feel some type of way when you get on there. Like I don't know if it's just me, a personal thing, maybe it's something
Yes,
like
you gotta
me,
feel like
but it be making me take breaks very often. Like even even though I am not a person that likes to be social on social media, and people be like, oh well, if you're on social media and you're just scrolling and just looking at things, why are you on here? You're supposed to be social. Okay, I don't want to be, because I don't want to be. That's why. But I don't know. Like I feel like I forced myself to be social on social media. Like I
because
just
everybody else because you saw everybody else like that.
I just was like, I don't like it. Even like me being a nail tech, like I didn't like that my resume has to be on Instagram for people to see pictures, and you gotta do all this stuff. Then you gotta keep up with these nail techs that's doing all these crazy nail. I don't want to do all of that. I don't want to be a part of all of that. I just want to do some simple basic nails. Give me the old lady that want a gel manicure and that's gonna come back every 2 weeks. I don't want to be doing no long, crazy nails with all these designs, and um, they bringing you nail art designs from somebody who just did um some crazy Halloween nails. I don't want to do all of that. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. And that's another part of um things that kind of make you feel like your self-worth is not up to par, if that makes sense. Like now I gotta kind of compete with all this other stuff. And I don't want to do that. I just want to be me. I don't want to do that.
I was I feel like I know what you're talking about with um so you can still get marketed on social media without being on there because that's what the girls be for real. But I feel like I feel like I know what you're talking about with, getting on social media and just feeling like it's a spirit. I feel like it's that feeling of just feeling like you have to post something just to show how your life is going because that you see everybody else doing it and you just gotta, you just kind of gotta put yourself in a little bit to show people that you're doing good and stuff like that.
Your little 2 cents, right?
That's why we can't seek validation from nothing, or nobody. I wanted to
Okay.
read this precept. Hold on, I'm finna give birth to her daddy.
God, the sister said everything so much better when I'm not on it. I'm happier. I don't have anxiety. I feel the same way when it comes to being on there. That's why I be having to take breaks often. And sometimes I just want to be on there. But this lady right here, that lady be going viral. That's why. That's why I don't want to go viral. I don't want all these people. I don't want that. But as far as like a social media manager, I think that would be helpful for me too. But honey, it's too late. I didn't close the page down. I closed it down. I don't even do nails right now anymore. So I'm working on a new adventure in my life where the Most High got me.
Period. This is 2 Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahawah, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahawashi. Um,
Oh no,
So
praises.
kind of operation most high. Some things are stronghold and it takes time to break. It takes prayer, fasting. It takes, just taking like many breaks away from it. Social media, all of that, you know, these things can be strongholds. And so sometimes we just kind of got to self examine and see where we're lacking. And it's all fake. It's all fake.
Son, it's an illusion, honey. I'm not playing this game. I don't even want to be in the Matrix, honey. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be wrapped up in it. It's a distraction to what you're really doing, and I really feel like it kind of messes with you if you let it. Like if you don't understand the game, if you're not if somebody's playing chess and you playing checkers, you just not gonna get it. So I really feel like it is something that you kind of got to train your mind to understand, like, you know what, all of this ain't even real. This has nothing to do with my self-worth or my self-esteem. And you get to determine what your self-worth is. You get to determine how you feel about yourself. You don't let all these other outside things influence how you feel about yourself. um because you are where you're supposed to be in life. You have the things that you already need within inside of you to be. If you want to do better in life, or if you want to improve yourself, you have everything within inside of you to be that girl. You are that girl. And if you're not that girl, you need to go to sleep and wake back up so that you could be that girl. But
Crying.
But no, for real though, like the Lord has designed you perfectly. Like you already have what you need, and if it's anything that you feel like you're lacking, that you haven't discovered within yourself, then it comes to praying and fasting. It comes to asking the Most High for help. It comes from surrounding yourself with those sisters that's going to pour into you. And listen, this sister Abarriyah, every time we get on here. And she'd be like, "Sis, you look so beautiful." And I'd be like, "Thank you." I don't feel like that today. I don't never really feel like that unless I just know I got my edges laid and I'm feeling real good and I know I'm looking cute. But that's not all the time. Like I'll say 80% of the time I'm just feeling like I don't have it together. I'm just trying.
Yeah.
But when you surround yourself with sisters like that, girl, the edge has been laid since '94. Don't play with it, okay? I'll show you a picture. I'll take it back. But
Really play too much. I told her I wasn't going to play no game with her.
but no, surrounding yourself with sisters like that, like this sister right here, okay, period. That's what you need to do. Get some sisters in your corner that's going to big you up all the time, okay? And help you get back on track. And help you and show you different ways to improve your self-worth. So my question for sisters and for you, Sister Abarriyah, what are some ways that you would improve your self-worth if you feeling like it's not where you want it to be? What would you do?
Um, okay, so like we know that we're fearfully and wonderfully made, but honestly speaking, I don't like look good. I don't feel good.
Okay.
And so like I guess I don't know. Like just taking care of myself and pouring into me and not doing things that's gonna bring me down and keep me in this cycle that I know I'm not supposed to be in. Because like I was reading something last week. I think it was in Samuel. I don't know. It was I don't
That's
remember.
right.
But I did an exhortation on it, and it was a precept that basically said, roughly paraphrased, something about how the Most High, like He wants to see us thrive. He wants to. I'm just gonna read it real quick. Like the Most High, He wants to see us do good, and that kind of just makes me think like the Most High, He wants better for us. I'm gonna have to let me I gotta find it, but let me finish this point. But the Most High, He wants better for us. He don't want us constantly, in this cycle and constantly dealing with this toxic stuff. Like He wants us to break out of these habits. He wants us to seek Him. He wants us to take care of our temple. He wants us to, do right. And so, I guess for me, that's kind of just looking like pouring into me. Taking care of myself, being mindful of the things I watch, being mindful of the people I'm around, being mindful of the things I listen to, being mindful of the things I put in my body. Just strive to be more intentional in my life, and just knowing when enough is enough. Okay, I'm not taking up with the BS. Okay, look, I know my worth, and I know I need to be doing better, so I gotta do better. Not settling for complacency and not settling for comfortability, because I'm better than this. I'm better than this. I can do better than this. So, pouring it to me, get my stuff together.
I had a precept. I forgot what it was that quick because I had read something else and then it escaped me. So most high willing, it comes back to me. But I definitely think pouring into yourself is a major thing. Taking care, and y'all know I am a advocate of self-care, mental health, mental wellness. And lately, I just have been pouring into myself. The way I've been pouring into myself is just listening in the morning, listening to things that are motivational for me.
Period.
Listening to things that uplift my spirit. You know what I mean? And I got it. All praises. All praises.
I got these in Texas at the eye doctor on my insurance. And they're Marc Jacobs. And I got them on my insurance, on my parents' insurance, okay? Like 2 years ago before I moved here. And then I had another pair of glasses that I got it from America's Best in Valdosta, Georgia. And I actually like them better, but the frame broke and I gotta get them fixed. I don't buy frames on like websites. I just get them from a doctor. I just get them from a doctor's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be so out of the loop. I remember one day I was sitting with my brother and he was like, Mackenzie, you got on Marc Jacobs? I was like, what are you talking about? You got on Marc Jacob frames? I was like, your glasses, bro.
Nah, they be trying to send you home looking like Stuart Little. I'm screaming. Oh my gosh.
I had that good insurance. Our person was high.
God, this the precept. Is it and this goes to the point that the sister made. She said you gotta read what the Father said about you and know that it's the truth despite despite of how you feel. This is Romans 10, verse 17. It says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So you definitely, faith cometh by hearing, by pouring, listening to these things, reading these things over and over and over, meditating in the word, meditating on, I got myself this journal a long time ago. I got myself to journal a long time ago. But when I went back home, when did I go back home? I forgot. Oh, like the end of August, I had went back home, and I ended up grabbing some books. I grabbed some herb books. I grabbed a lot of my stuff that I didn't bring when I had first moved. But this book was empty at first, and at the top of the pages, it's like scriptures at the top, which I really love about this book. But I did something where I was telling Sister Beery the other day, I don't know, I just had a moment. I had a whole moment and I was crying and I just needed to get myself together. And so since then, the Lord has been having me just write down things that I want to. Who? Zelo?
Glasses. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay, I got my prescription. I know what my prescription is, so I might give me some new frames too, baby. Okay. Anyway, but another thing you can do is get yourself a journal. Get yourself a journal. Do a self-reflection of all the things that you want to, that you envision your higher self as. And your higher self, all I'm saying is the best version of you. That's your higher self. That's what I'm saying. And all of those things that you know yourself to be, that you envision yourself to be, the goals that you have for yourself, you just write them down. and you keep reading. I was listening to something today, and they told me to do what I had already did, and I'm like, dang, I already did that. But what the man was saying is like, you gotta read that out loud every day. Once you read that, he was like, okay, then those things are going to start becoming your reality. So in order to improve on your self-worth, write those things down. Okay, if you want to improve on this, write it down. Read it every day. Read it and fake it till you make it. You know what people say, fake it till you make it? You got to do that. Read it. Even if you don't believe it right then and there, you're going to start believing it. I look beautiful. I am strong. I am kind. I can achieve whatever that's what you're going to do. Why? Because it's going to instill faith in you by hearing it. And then by hearing it, you're going to want to do it. So you can't have faith without the works. It's going to go hand in hand. So get you a journal, write down the things that you want to improve on. You read that every day, whether it's in the morning or at night, preferably in the morning. Be more intentional. Like I was saying when we first got on here, be more intentional about like what you want for yourself, how you envision your self-worth to be. And those things are going to help you. But also, um, acknowledge what you're already good at. So if y'all want to, you can Google this list. It says how to improve your self-worth. All I did was I just typed in Google. It gave me a couple things. So if you miss anything, you can go back and kind of take that list and then, go over it. But it said recognize what you are good at. Acknowledge your talents. All of us have talents. If you don't know what yours are, it can be cooking, it can be helping people, it can be sewing, it can be that you read very well, different things. And understand what you're good at. It said we're all good at something, whether it's cooking, singing, doing puzzles, or just being a friend. Build positive relationships. We talked about that in another episode about, you are who your sister circle is. Like, those around you matter. They're going to pour into you. They're going to help you. They're going to uplift you. They're going to check on you and make sure that you're good. Be kind to yourself. We always talk about like being patient. Be patient with yourself. This is the first time in your life you've been in this very exact moment right here. This moment right here. This is the first time. Okay? So be patient with yourself in this season. And know that, past things, you've learned from those so that you can get through and get to the next part. You had to go through those things. This is what's building you up through the spirit. It also said learn to be assertive. Start saying no. Saying no is okay. I'm not able to do that. You don't gotta be like no with an attitude. Or I'm not able to do that. Limit yourself. It's okay to set boundaries. We always talk about setting boundaries. And give yourself a challenge. You can read books and, like Sister Beer said, take care of yourself. But, give yourself a challenge. Challenge yourself to do better. Challenge yourself to want to improve.
Get out that comfort zone.
Say it again.
Get out that comfort zone.
Yes, get out your comfort zone is going to suffocate you. Your comfort zone is going to is going to hinder you. I don't want to say it's going to kill you, but it might.
I hope it don't. You better get out of it. Lily, she practically stole my stuff, so
Huh? I stole your stuff.
I was joking. We had some of the same points. All praises.
You Googled it? I Googled mine.
I Googled it too.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Yep. So some points I wrote on how we can improve our self-worth. Because when I think of self-worth, I also think of self-love. So loving yourself enough to not regard yourself as less. That's what I think of. We can't pour from empty cups. So definitely taking care of yourself. Focusing on you. Pouring into you, all of that, not comparing yourself to others, celebrating your achievements, the things that you achieve. Like, I understand that women, we be having a lot, but that don't mean you gotta put yourself on the back end. You know what I mean? You gotta put yourself on the back end. You gotta take some time out for yourself, because like the elder sister Gia said, them dishes gonna be there. The laundry gonna be
Okay.
there. Your chores are going to be there. Life is not gonna stop lifing, but you have to take care of yourself. You gotta pour into you. And when I
Mm-hmm.
realized that, like the past few weeks, I ain't gonna lie, I have been so stressed, overwhelmed, mentally checked out, burnt out. And I've been praying, Father, please show me, like, what am I doing wrong? What I need to fix? And he just kind of put in my spirit, you gotta take care of you. You gotta take care of you, because this stressful life ain't gonna do it. I don't see how people walk around stressed like this. Like, it's not gonna do it. I can't live like this. I can't live like this. Stressed out all the time, overwhelmed all the time, crying. I can't. No, I no, because the fruits of the spirit is joy, peace, and this ain't the fruit of the spirit. And so,
Period.
not making those things a norm, because we still got to operate in the spirit of Yahawashi, and that ain't the spirit of Yahawashi. So not letting life consume you and swallow you up. No, I rebuke that. Definitely, heavy on the taking care of yourself, focusing on yourself, and just because at the end of the day, life is gonna life. It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something. So you gotta find the time, take that time. Even if you just moving your body for 10 minutes, okay. Even if it's just putting your phone down for a little bit, even if it's just taking some time, because I'm doing my hair today, okay.
It's on mute.
I said I'm doing my hair today, okay.
Mm. It's on mute. What is going on? That's Satan. That's Satan so bad. Bring it out, sister.
I said, I'm doing my hair today. I don't care if it takes me 2 or 3 hours. I'm doing my hair today. I'm tired of putting it off. I'm tired of walking around with hair up on because my hair looking dry underneath. Okay. It's not, I can't do this. I don't feel good. I can't move. I can't live like this. I can't. And something that the Most High showed me was just like, but you have to go through those very stressful times. You got to go through those very stressful times. You got to go through those very hard times, because then you need those times to help you realize this ain't normal and I can't be like this and I got to do better. Like I said, challenging yourself, challenging on those negative thoughts for sure. Learning, realizing what's Satan and cutting it up with the word. And being mindful of what you say about yourself, because the tongue is powerful. And and the other one was practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you shift ideas you hold about yourself and strengthen positive self-esteem. So it's really just slowing down. Yes, that song is beautiful. I love that song. I used to play it on repeat all the time. I think I sang it on one. I definitely sang it on one of our episodes.
That was like the first couple episodes. I think we played that song on here a whole bunch of times though.
Yeah, that song is fire. I praise the Most High.
I love yourself and then you can love the rest. That's right.
Yep. So when I looked up mindfulness, it's definitely really just slowing down and just taking taking things day at a time. You gotta slow down. I'm trying to make sure I touched everything. And self-care is not just physical self-care, it's also mental, emotional, and spiritual. So reading your Bible, connecting to the Most High, evil communication, corrupt good manners. So being mindful of the people you hang around, your sister circle, because that has a huge influence. You want to be around some sisters going to hold you accountable, that's going to uplift you. And sisters, just you're going to be kind to one another. Be mindful of the things you listen to, watch, eat, all of that, working out, treating yourself sometimes, treating yourself. Those are some things that I thought about improving self-worth. Just knowing like you deserve love. You deserve you deserve to feel good. So doing those things that's gonna help you be who the Most High is calling you to be. And staying in cycles that are not good for you mentally, doing things that are toxic, doing things that or it's not gonna help you grow. That's not going to help you feel good about yourself, and it's definitely not going to help you get to the woman the Most High's calling you to be. If anything, it's going to just hold you back. So
That definitely will hinder you and have you in a low space, lower state, and then you are accepting anything that somebody presents to you, and you definitely don't want that. You also miss out on your blessings and opportunities when you fall victim to feeling like viewing, not having a good view on your self-worth, or you just feeling less than, or um you don't feel worthy. Everybody deserves to be loved and properly, not in a crazy manipulative type of way, in a way that is well pleasing unto the most high. So it is a mental challenge, and you have to overcome that thing. How you view yourself is very, very important. That's how you show up in this world. If you feeling like, listen, I ain't in it, then you walking around looking crazy, like, no. I try to like Sister Beer was saying, Sister Gia always say, when you look better, you feel better. And
Mhm.
one thing I do now, I wasn't even going anywhere. I literally just went with my husband somewhere on Friday, and I dressed up. I ain't have nowhere to really go. I just went to the market and got a couple, things for a Sabbath and stuff. But I dressed up. I ain't had nowhere to go. And half the time, the clothes that be in our closet, we be waiting for somewhere to go. Girl, you going outside. You going to life. So dress up. Be cute. Be cute wherever you go, whatever you got to do. It don't even matter if you're just going to go check the mail. Be cute. Just be cute, okay? Because it make you feel better. You don't have to go. You don't have to go anywhere specific. You could just, even if you're in the house, take
You don't
yourself,
always gotta. Sorry.
get dressed up. Put some lip gloss on, smell good, put your little fragrance on, walk around the house. But yeah, I think those things are important. The way you show up, you can't expect other people to show up for you the way you want them to if you don't even show up for yourself the way you should.
Whoa, several people do that.
Okay? Show up for yourself the way you want other people to show up for you. So that if they don't show up for you the way you want them to, at least you did.
Okay,
Period.
because you don't always have to be on go mode. Like
Mm-mm.
all of that stuff is going to be there. Those tasks and chores are not going anywhere. But if you constantly keep giving everything 120%, but you're not even pouring into yourself, you're gonna be burnt out and stressed out all the time. And that's not the way the Most High's called us to live. We
Okay.
understand that it's a lot of responsibilities in this walk and a lot of things we got to get done. But you got to take care of you. You're gonna be burnt out because you can't. Because we got to remember we're called to be helpmeets. And how can we effectively show up for people and give them our all if we're not even giving ourselves our all? And so
Uh,
it's like you're not pouring into yourself. So now you're slacking when it comes to being a helpmeet. Because you all discombobulated, stressed out, overwhelmed. Now you walk around with attitude. Now you walk around and you don't know what's going on. It's just because your everything is just thrown off. Everything's thrown off. You gotta get back. You gotta take care of you. You gotta take care of you. Um, in order to take care of those around you. That's what I always think about.
Con. That's definitely true. We did have help. Even we had help. We are helpmeets, but we had help. Yes, we did. We had
Okay.
handmaids and we had servants and we had all of that. It talks about how we were so delicate that we wouldn't even let the sole of our feet touch the ground. So we really wasn't doing all of that. We really, when you think about it, like we was doing stuff, but not like for real, for real. Like,
It's captivity for real. Okay.
period. Okay, this is it's getting real ghetto. It's getting real ghetto.
Okay. Okay. Proud of this, Grandpa.
Well, that's just too damn bad. Like,
Proud of this, Grandpa.
okay, I don't want to
Mhm.
do this no more. And the Lord knows. But, amen. Our foreparents, you know,
The Lord is
unfortunately,
our strength, and He's getting us through. Because, baby, I'm tired. Truth
eyes
is,
tied.
I'm tired.
Yes, sing it.
Options are few.
Options are few.
I've tried to pray.
Amen.
House.
I'm all burnt out.
Okay.
Yes, I'm tired.
Tired and confused. Ooh.
Ooh.
For real.
That's why it be making you be like that. You just,
But
honey,
we
you don't
gotta report up in the Most High though, because we gotta take time, make time if you love yourself. That song
I
is
love
fun.
Say La
I'm
So.
gonna play that. I'm gonna play that while I get all my chores done around this house and meal prep for the week. I'm telling my husband right now, I'm gonna have this.
Nobody
Speaker
tell
up,
me nothing.
have it on blast. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna be trying to
But
talk. I'm like, I can't hear you. No, I'm playing. But real quick, I wanted to touch on self-worth versus pride. Don't confuse the two, because we know we're supposed to, because we are here to be helpmeets. And so we do want to make sure those around us are taken care of. Philippians 2:2, fulfill ye my joy. They be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord of one mind. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man at his own things, but every man also on the things of others. Let this mind be in you, which is also in Yahawashi. So, not to be prideful, but still having that self-worth, knowing what you deserve, and not regarding yourself as you deserve less. But without further ado, I'm gonna pass the microphone to Lily. Lily.
so okay. But I do want to give sisters a challenge to help us improve on our view for our self-worth. Within the wellness group that I run and operate with the other sisters, we usually do a lot of different like health challenges. And sisters wanted to do another one. And I was like, I don't know really what I want to do because the Lord always put it on my spirit on what to do. I never really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing the best I can do while I'm doing it. If you know, you know. Sorry. But no, for real, I really I didn't know what I wanted to do for this challenge, but the Most High has kind of had things in alignment, and I think for this challenge, I want sisters to strive to get out of their comfort zone. Um, each challenge, I say always, make it your own. Make this challenge your own. There'll be set things to do, but really make it your own. But we want to start forming healthier habits. We want to start breaking down some of our old habits so that we can form new healthy ones, like I was saying. And I really want sisters, like I was saying earlier, to really envision your higher self. What does that look like for you? For me, like I said, I wrote mine down in a journal. I've already done mine. And I really don't have any specific things for this challenge, but most high willing, I can post it on our community page, and then I'll post it on my Instagram as well. A lily among thorns, but I forgot what I was just looking for. Dang, that's bad. But
Yourself.
say it again.
I'm about a higher self.
No, I know that part, but I was about to look for something. I don't know if it was in my notes or what, but most high willing, like I said, I'll post some of the things because me and Sister Abarriyah were talking about some of the things that we would like to include within the challenge. If sisters have any recommendations and what they would want to see within the challenge, then you can definitely. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say when it starts, because it's not starting yet, but it'll start soon. I just wanted sisters to know about it now because it'll be like within a week. I think it's like Okay, so it'll be from October the 28th, which is a Monday, to November the 30th. So we'll start. Well, should we start the 27th, which is a Sunday? Should we start Monday?
I think start Sunday since that's the start of a new
It's
week
the first.
for a lot of
Right,
us.
it's the first day of the week.
New week on a good foot.
So most high willing, we can start. We'll do the 27th to the 30th. Just unlearning these old habits and picking up some new ones. Kind of refreshing ourselves through the spirit. I think that's definitely in the spirit, especially because we'll be getting ready for dedication as well soon. And that'll give us time to kind of I don't know what to call it, but I guess it'll just give us time to like refresh, refocus through the spirit.
Refocus, rededicate our priorities.
Yeah. So I guess within the challenge we'll have things like, making sure that we're reading, praying, fasting, things like that. And then like Sister Abarriyah was saying, like putting in things where we're balanced all around. So like a fitness goal to move, at least 10 to 30 minutes or whatever we can do, or a certain amount of times a week. But I really wanted to challenge sisters to kind of get out of these old habits, to challenge yourself, to get out of your comfort zone. And if some of the things within the challenge don't work for you, of course, like I said, personalize it, make it your own. But look for more details within this week. It should be out by Wednesday or something like that. But I just wanted to make an official announcement that we're doing a new wellness challenge.
All praises. Y'all,
But
I gotta get going.
most high willing, sisters, y'all have a good week through the spirit, and don't let anybody tell you your self-worth. You know your self-worth, and if you want to improve it, we've given you tips and things to work on in order to improve it, so that you can set your boundaries. If you need to say no, and just know that you're that girl. Period.
Almost don't got no flavor.
Oh my gosh.
Love y'all. Love y'all. Have a good week. Shalawam.
Wait, I got one preset. Sorry. Last preset.
Real.
All right. Proverbs 29:18, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Have a vision of what you want to do. Achieve it. Pray to the Most High about it. You got it. Shalawam.
Wait, what was that precept?
Proverbs 29:18.
Okay. I love y'all. Have a great week. Call it Yahawashi. I gotta make it happen.
Shalawam.